Hello everyone, hopefully you're having a great day. I quickly wanted to talk about 5 things that are keeping you broke. The first thing is your phone plan. Almost everyone, there are kids out there who are under the age of 10 and they have a brand new iPhone with the unlimited plan on it. And then their parents have the unlimited plan as well. Or there are some people who don't have kids and they have the unlimited data plan. But all they use their phone for is to get to and from work and Spotify Premium, which I'll talk about later. If more people were to look at their phone plan, take the time to look at their data settings and be like, wow, I only use 10 gigabytes a month, or I only use 20 gigabytes a month. Why am I on a contract plan? Maybe I should do pay as you go, or maybe I should look for a plan to where I pay monthly in case things happen, or in case I want to switch in and out of certain plans. The plan I have right now is a 30 gigabyte plan with unlimited calls and texts, with 25 gigabytes of data roaming. Keep in mind, I am in Europe. But I'm only paying $20 a month. $20 times 12 is $240 versus a $60 plan times 12, that's $720. So I'm literally saving a good amount of money compared to the average phone user. And that's just phones. I could also throw in insurance plans as well, but everyone's insurance varies. And by that I mean renter's insurance, house insurance, car insurance. I think if more people were to double check their phone plans, they'd have a lot more money left in their pocket each year. The second thing I wanted to talk about was subscriptions. And by that I mean Spotify Music, Apple Music, possibly SoundCloud if you're old school like me, Netflix, Apple TV, Hulu, HBO Max. Those are all examples of subscriptions. And if you have each subscription, let's just assume it's $15 a month. Or let's be nice and let's assume it's $10 a month. And you have 5 subscriptions. That's about $50 a month. Times 12, that's $600 a year. Just off of that. If more people were to really analyze what they use the most and to cut some, if not all, you'd be saving so much more money. Ask yourself, do you really need to watch this one show to buy this subscription plan? Subscriptions, believe it or not, will definitely eat away at your bank account. And if more people were to really do a finance audit on themselves and look at all the subscriptions they buy, they would realize, wow, I'm actually spending a lot of money on things I don't really need. I could even throw in Amazon Prime, maybe a Costco or Sam's Club membership card, Walmart Plus. There's so many different types of subscriptions that people pay for each year, and they really think they need it. Once you get over that mental hurdle of, I need all these subscriptions or else I can't function, I think you'd be able to see life and your finances in a different light. The third thing that I don't do, and the third thing that will prevent you from being broke, is eating out / ordering food. Just Eat, Uber Eats, Deliveroo. Those are all those companies that charge you for grabbing your food and delivering it to your house when you could just either go out of your way to pick it up or not eat it at all. Buy a meal at a grocery store and cook it yourself. Buy fresh ingredients at the store and make your own food. Stop being lazy. You're sacrificing your laziness for losing money. And if you're fine with that, that's cool. That's what separates you as a viewer from me if you do this all the time. And in comparison, I'll tell you how much times I eat out a month. I eat out about 3 times a month, and I don't feel guilty about it. Some people feel obligated to eat out multiple times a week, and that's what separates them from me physically and mentally, and financially at the end of the day. Cutting down the amount of times you eat out would save you so much money. Imagine if you ate out once a week instead of 3 times a week. Do that math. Imagine if a meal is $15 times 3, that's 45. 45 minus 15 is 30. You save $30 a week times 4, that's $120. So you'd be saving about $120 a month just by doing that. That's some quick maths. If I'm wrong, I apologize. You're welcome. So let's stop eating out as much. Let's learn how to cook and let's make our own meals so that way we could acquire more money each month. And we could use that money towards other things, maybe investing, maybe personal hobbies, etc. The fourth thing I want to talk about is the amount of clothes and shoes people buy each year that constantly cause people to go broke each and every day. People feel like they need to buy the newest shoes or the newest shirts or the newest jackets. But in reality, at the end of the day, the odds of you wearing that for the rest of your life, for that price, it's not worth the squeeze. And I could test you by asking you this. Have you ever worn something for 5 years? And if the answer is no, then you have an issue. Seek a financial advisor. You constantly buying clothes and shoes is not going to help you get to where you need to get financially. What it's going to do is it's going to cause financial strain on you, and then it's going to cause you to complain about everything because you don't have no money. Imagine buying a couple pairs of clothes a year. That's what I do. And if you buy clothes don't buy them at retail price. Buy them when they're on sale, or go to a thrift store and buy them, or try to buy them online using some of these third-party clothing apps. An example is Vinted or Depop or maybe eBay, stuff like that, or Facebook Marketplace. Those are just a couple of examples. Or just go to an outlet. Think of buying clothes like a stock. You don't want to buy a stock at full price. You kind of want to buy it when it's down, just like clothes when they're on sale, just like shoes. I think the most I personally pay for shoes is maybe $60, but that's that pair of shoes I wear once. I only have one pair of shoes that I wear when it comes to that. One pair of walking shoes, one pair of running shoes, one pair of training shoes, and then that's it. I have about 2 or 3 pairs of shoes that I actively own and wear as a grown adult. So that's just something to think about. The last thing I want to talk about is grooming/hygiene. And what I mean by that is men, I'm preferably talking to men, maybe women as well if you constantly paint your nails and get your hair done, but that adds up. If you do that twice a month, that adds up. Men, if you get a haircut, let's say twice a month, that's $40 to $50 at a minimum for a haircut. Times 12, that's $600. If you learned how to cut your own hair, or if you just gave yourself a buzz cut like I do, just because I'm a simple-minded man and I don't really care how my hair looks, if you do that, that would save you so much time and money, right? Because instead of driving to a barber, you could just cut your own hair. Those are the 5 things that I personally do, and these are the 5 things that I think are preventing people from growing financially. And it's what's causing many people out there to become broke. It's because they continue to do these 5 things. They'll either do 1, 2, 3, 4, or all 5 of these things every single year, and they can't break that habit of being financially dependent on these 5 things. It's something to think about, and as a young viewer, you have time to break that habit. As an older viewer, you can still do it, but it's going to be harder because you've been doing it for so many years. But this is just a message, this is just awareness to let you guys know that the sooner you guys fix these things, the faster and the more money you'll be able to make. So I hope you guys have a great one. Hopefully you guys learned something. Let me know in the chat what you think. If there's any other things you think that are keeping people from being financially free and it's causing people to stay broke, type it in the chat. Try and help someone out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in.